Teddy Atlas reacts to Canelo vs. William Scull scorecards. People will crucify me for this. Trainer-turned-analyst Teddy Atlas has weighed in on the forgettable undisputed contest between Saul, Canelo, Alvarez and William Scull. The two super-middleweight champions met in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia, with Scull bringing Canelo's old IBF belt to the table after picking it up when the Mexican vacated it last year, after 12 hard-to-watch rounds, in which Scull moved around the ring constantly in order to keep out of trouble. Canelo's minimal work earned him a unanimous decision with the scores of 115-113, 116-112 and 119-109. Speaking on his podcast, The Fight, Atlas discussed the judging and revealed that he could see a Scull win but was not offended by it going the other way. I know people are gonna crucify me for this, but if I'm nothing else, I'm gonna be consistent. I'm gonna say what I believe. I can see giving it to Scull. I can see the possibility of it being a draw or a 1-point win for Scull. Teddy, who would you have given it to? I'm not saying I would have gave it to Scull, I'm just saying I wouldn't have been shocked. I would have been shocked because I knew Canelo wouldn't lose the fight in this situation. They're not gonna give it to anyone other than Canelo. But, I wouldn't have been in my mind shocked that Scull could have earned a 1-point win or a draw. At the end of the day, I have no problem with Canelo getting it. If I wanted to torture myself and watch the fight again, I might even give it to Canelo by a point or two. I can see it either way. What I see mostly, is that, if technically Scull won, which I think there's a possibility he did if we take emotion out of it, and you just look at it in a cold way, I can see technically the reason that you could look at Scull to get it. Having said that, I wouldn't give it to him because I thought he lost the right to complain about being robbed. You lose the right to argue, you lose the right to get us to be on your side and feel bad for you, because of the way you went about it. You didn't behave the way we want to see a guy behave in order to take a title. Former world champion who faced Canelo says William Scull beat him. He won by 2 rounds. Saul, Canelo, Alvarez regained the undisputed super-middleweight championship with a victory over William Scull on May 3. The 34-year-old from Guadalajara, Mexico defeated Scull via unanimous decision after an underwhelming 12 rounds in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. It was Canelo's first fight outside of North America, having spent the entirety of his career fighting between the United States and his home country of Mexico. The 34-year-old became the first fighter in boxing history to achieve undisputed status at super-middleweight within the 4-belt era. Although it was a historic night and victory for the Mexican icon, many viewers have criticized the 34-year-old from his performance, including retired 2-weight world champion Amir Khan, who was knocked out by Canelo when they fought back in 2016. Speaking to Fight Hub TV, Khan claimed that although he believed the fight could have gone either way, he actually felt that Scull should have had his hand raised. It wasn't the prettiest and it could have gone either way. Because I probably had Scull winning by 2 rounds. I like Canelo, I think he's a great fighter, and I think he was picking the shots better and landing the cleaner shots. Canelo was marked up a little bit, but look, it could have went either way. Following his victory over Scull, Canelo is now set to face fellow pound-for-pound superstar Terence "Bud" Crawford in a mega fight on September 12 at the Allegiant Stadium in Las Vegas. The fight will be co-promoted by Riyadh Seasons Turki Al-Sheikh and Dana White's TKO Promotions, in what will be the first ever boxing event promoted by the OFC president.